So, start of week 3. I know I'm going slow, but I don't want to hurt myself. Let me turn down this TV. I went to the Trailful outdoor whatever race, or this hotel is so nice. Like, I got a new pot. It is, excuse me, I've been eating those chips and salsa. It is a Sea Summit, like, actual pot, because I didn't like how tall that one cheapo was, and this is all that they had. They had this or like a jet boil system. They had one of those, you know, the green ones that you see everybody have in videos and online and stuff, that are like made out of that rubber or whatever. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. And that's more of a kettle. But I mean, I could have got it, but I just didn't want to do that. So I think that's going to suit me just fine. And it holds my canister without having to fool around with it so much and yank out my shoulder to pull it out. And I also got this little, because I've been using and it folds down really easy. I've been using just like a like Walmart, you know, or restaurant plastic, you get it at to-go orders type fork, and that's fine, but you kind of have to, like, you know, the grooves and stuff in it, and those kind of forks, they're just not that easy to clean. And then I'm still sporting my French press spoon that I got. It's bamboo, whatever. It works. And then my big purchase today was I got, look, I'm using my blanket instead of the bedspread because I just don't trust it. But I got some new trekking poles. Yay, and the cork handles. They were 20% off at that place, so they were only $110. And I thought that was a good deal. I mean, of course, I didn't like look them up or anything, but I thought it was a good deal. I have my foot care all set up. I don't think I'll have any problems. Tomorrow is I'm gonna try to do, let's see, I can't remember. I think I'm just gonna just try to see where I can go, because it's supposed to be like huge rain coming in because we're having that tropical storm in the Gulf right now, and so there's gonna be like tons of rain. But so what I'm gonna doing is just going with it. You can only hike what you can hike and go from there. And it was a great weekend. I really enjoyed my bubby coming and visiting me, and I got to sleep on my pillow. But tonight I have to sleep on the hotel pillows, and it was really nice. But these beds are hard. I'm like, I want to go sleep back on my air mattress on the ground. So I'm ready to get back out there, and I really hope that I can get some mileage up. I just need to, I'm ready now. So I'm ready to get going. Oh, I'm gonna soak my feet in this tub. I did get some Epsom salts at the Ingles, and do that tonight and just chill out, hang out. And I'm gonna make it an early day. Got Money Changer John come to get me at 8 a.m. and take me back to the thing, and it's only like 12 minutes to the Gap where Bubby came and picked me up from, and then that'll be it, and then I'll be out. And hopefully it doesn't rain, because it's supposed to be like 60 or 70% chance of rain at 9 o'clock. Nothing like starting the day off with rain. So I'll post tomorrow and figure out how the day or how the week's gonna go. I've been rained on the entire morning. Made up here. I'm soaking wet. Like, just wet. I mean, it's hot, you know, rain. It's not like cold rain, so you're not gonna wear your jacket. I put my visor on to keep it out of my face. And I got like congestion problems. I've had like a runny nose all day long. I think it was from that hotel. As soon as I got here to the shelter, the rain stopped, you know, of course. I don't know if I'm gonna make it go on. I mean, the next shelter is like 7.5 away, which I could do it. But I think, it's supposed to start like really raining, like hard rain at 3. And that's like in 2 hours. So like do I stay here? And then like tomorrow is 100% like downpour rain. Do I stay here, pitch my tent in the shelter? There is a rug, look. Pitch my tent in the shelter, you know, because I don't think anybody's going to be coming. Oh, there's the rain again. Or the wind blows and water flows. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to check the weather. I'm going to see if I can check the weather. Or contact somebody to check the weather. And go from there. The sun's coming back out. That's what... But it's like, I don't want to get out there and it come a torrential downpour and me like have to hike 7 miles uphill both ways. You just don't know. That's what, I guess, the beauty of it. You just don't know. I mean, I'm already wet. I mean, my pants are soaking wet. My backpack's soaking wet. I didn't put my rain cover on. Oh, well. I got my water bottle out of my pocket and, like, water poured out of it. I was like, oh, gosh. But I'll see what I'm going to do and go from there. Week 3, day 2. So I had to make the executive decision to just stay put. I wasn't going to go back out because after I found out, it was exactly what I thought, or that's what the radar is showing. And so, like in about an hour, it's supposed to come like big rainstorm. Like I think you're supposed to get like up to 1/2 inch of rain, and then tomorrow is supposed to be like up to 3/4 inches of rain. I could have made it. I could have made it to the next shelter. I keep hearing thunder, but I could have made it to the next shelter. But it was a gamble. I took the gamble and I lost. That's what happens when I gamble. If I would have went, watch it come a big rainstorm though too. Like, that's how it works. Well, I think I might have spoke a little too soon. It's trying to wind up a storm here. It's getting all windy and things are blowing around, branches falling off. And that's where I'm at right now. I was kind of like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. But tomorrow is the big one. I'd really like to go. I'd really like to make it into North Carolina. I thought I was going to make it today. But well, it's raining still. It rained all night long. Rained all morning. It's raining, you know, so there was really strong winds, but then it's just been like raining like this. I know it'll get harder as the day goes on, but I gotta get out. Today's gonna be a 7.5 mile day to the shelter because I know I can't make it like 14. So that's what we're shooting for, and I will be in North Carolina when I get to that shelter, so that's exciting. It's just a crappy day to do it, so hopefully I can take a picture, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. Wish me luck. Well, This is a TA Fred, also known as Tropical Storm Fred. And it kind of sucks. It just won't relent. But this is the trail. This is it. Big old puddles. Just walk right through them. Your socks are done soaked, man. I'll get to the shelter at some point, and I do have dry clothes, so that's all good. I'm waiting to find I actually pulled out my phone to see where because I wanted to see where the North Carolina-Georgia border was, or is. I'm just going really slow. I mean, I made it like 2 miles in 1 hour, so I guess that's a better pace than usual. This really sucks. No one's been on the trail. And out here by myself, I keep going, woo, 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 woo. I also made it 75 miles. What a day. Oh, I'm crazy. I should have probably stayed at the shelter, but I had to go. I needed to go. Gotta get a moving. Ooh, it seems like I'm gonna float away. I'm waiting for a sunny day to hike. Oh man, I made it. It's coming down. Oh my goodness. Would you believe there's still horse flies that come and bite you? Doesn't matter how hard it rains. I made it into North Carolina. See you, Georgia. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's coming down even faster. I think it's supposed to be more rain. I mean, it's been raining all day. It hasn't stopped at all, but I think it's supposed to get harder and harder. I just have 3 more miles to go, and then I can make it to the shelter. I think we got a little rain. Oh man, what a crazy day yesterday. Today is week 3, day 3, Wednesday. I'm actually going into Deep Gap today and gonna get a ride into Franklin because I have to get some decongestant. Like yesterday, hiking in that tropical storm / hurricane did not help anything. I nearly froze to death last night with my little down blanket. It was a rough one. I was shivering, and I'm like, I had to calm my head. I was all balled up, and I slept in the shelter for the first time, no tent. I had a shelter mate, and he was a cool guy. I can't remember his trail name, but really cool guy. He had actually zeroed at the shelter yesterday and decided not to hike in what I hiked, which was smart. But I made it. He said he was bored to death, and he was like just eating his food and just having a hard time actually, and which I can imagine. It's like the boredom gets you. He said he made a little friend with a bird named Pip, and he said I came just in the nick of time, and boy, I couldn't find, like, that shelter was
my saving grace yesterday, because that wind and rain and blowdowns and hearing the widowmakers, it was crazy. But we had a good time. We laughed and joked and hee-hawed and just had a great old time. And this morning he shared his coffee with me, and because I'm still chilled to the bone, and this wind today, like, that's why I'm going in, because I got to dry out and get some decongestion. I was trying not to go into town, but, you know, I'd rather get this dried up in my head than not. And I'm sure hiking yesterday in the rain did not help anything, so it's just made it worse. My hair is still wet, like, it doesn't look it, but it's still damp. Bring your puffy. Like, always bring a puffy. Or some type of fleece or jacket, because last night was brutal. It was so cold. And, but I'm glad I made it through it. Not a lot of people, some people would have tapped out at that point in time. I was shivering. I was like, am I going to get hypothermia? Because, like, everything was wet. You can't get out of the wetness. It doesn't matter if you're in a shelter, it's still wet. And I was shivering so bad. But, yeah, made it. I only have, like 1.3 miles. I'm gonna have to change the view on it. My arm's getting tired. I'm a baby. I only have 1.3 left to go. I just have a little bit of this up, and then it's downhill in the deep gap. Horseflies are still a thing in the rain. So far, these ups aren't that bad. Not like Georgia ups. So far. I know I'm jinxing myself. Oh, so I got my backpack. I fixed my backpack in Helen. Now the ark's coming out the bottom, and it's stabbing me in my left hip. So I'm really losing my patience with this pack. Really losing my patience with this pack. Like, I can't win. So I'm going to have to make it to town today with this arc stabbing me in my lower back. And it's kind of almost gone numb, but I know I'm going to have a bruise there. I mean, it's like I can't get a break right now. I just want to go to town and get a break and go to Shoney's, and hopefully they have buffet and shrimp. But, still having a good time. I don't want to quit. I just need a little break. I'm glad I made progress yesterday. I feel like I got my badass, badge yesterday, and that was a day, and glad I went through that, and I have that experience, and I'm stronger because of it, and then putting on sopping wet clothes this morning, it kind of feels like, if you like had a sleepover when you were a little kid and all you wore was your bathing suit, and maybe like a towel, because it was a pool thing, and you didn't bring any extra clothes even though your mom told you, and you have to put your wet bathing suit, you have to stay in your wet bathing suit. That's what it kind of feels like. Make sure you don't get ringworm. But all right, I'm gonna mosey up this hill. I'm taking my time. Actually, I'm not. I made really good time right now. I was hoofing it, I guess. So I stayed at Standing Indian. It was only 0.9 from the parking lot I Nero'd in Franklin yesterday, and packed up and ready to hit the trail. Stayed at Standing Indian shelter last night, but I didn't stay at the shelter. There was a group of men up there that were loud and just yelling. They were yelling like, Kaya! I don't know. I'm gonna need my jacket sent to me for sure. It's just getting colder. I was breathing, and I was like, you could see your breath. And I'm like, all I got is a tank top. So, that's how that's going. I have a big mile day today. I just wanted to update since I hadn't been. Today's Friday of week 3. Can't believe I've been out here for 20 days. Wow. yeah, so I'll update if there's anything else, but I'm just gonna try to hit the trail and running. So, not running actually, but oh, and my pack. I have almost officially lost my patience with this pack. Like, so the other day when I was going in to meet Sherpa Owl for a ride into town, one of the arcs started to come out the bottom, and so it was stabbing me the entire time. And I mean, when I got to the hotel, like I looked, and it's a huge like bruise and scab. It's a wound. So I managed to take my belt off of my pack, and then I wiggled it back in there, and it popped out again this morning, and I had to unpack everything, pop it back in. It's just, this shouldn't be happening. And like the arcs are inverting without anything in the bag. Like, I don't understand it. It's not a very good backpack, I don't think. Well, I made it to Standing Indian Mountain. It's 5,478 feet tall. It wasn't that bad of a climb. I mean, it was just a gradual incline for like a mile and a half or whatever. I'm just in a cloud. That's all it is. It's really cold up here, and just in a cloud. There's completely white out. There's no views. I'm not going to be able to take a view. So this is what we get. We get the sign. All right. Maybe almost 4 miles left to go. Today is a day. Thing is, I don't know exactly how much mileage it's going to be, but it's over 12 miles. Like, it might be 13, it might be 14. I don't know. Maybe it's just 13. I don't know. I'll see when I get to camp. And I'm not camping at a shelter. I'm camping at beside a road, forest road. Because I wanted to get out of this little section with the heavy bear. Given my animal magnetism, I just would like to be out of the thick bear country. But yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit. I'm feeling good, except for my freaking head is congested still all day long. It's been kind of an ugly hike. Just above the tree line, or I don't know, it's just kind of ugly. Everything's been there's tons of blow down, so you're like, oh man, this one I had to like scoop underneath one of the branches and then up and over another. Like, I should have took off my pack, but I missed no take her pack off. But that's that. I'll update more when I get to camp. Tomorrow we'll make 3 full weeks out on the trail. That's crazy. I'm starting to pick up my pace. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling stronger. So, you can only go up from here, right? Let's hope. Me. How about, here's a view. This mountain behind me, right here, that's behind me, is called Big Butt, and it's been a big butt to climb up with all my water filled because there's no water for like what seems like the next 10,000 miles. So, and I'm filthy today, like filthy. So I need to take a little bath, and I'm just camping beside a road, which is the number one thing I said I would not do. But I can't go any further. That's where I have to go. I'm not going to climb up Albert Mountain tired like I am. When I get to camp, I will find out what mileage I've done today. I feel so much stronger. I think 20 days of hiking will do it to you. But I'm petering out right now. I'm getting a little tired. Yep, so that's that. And I don't know if I'm going to update. I have to get a resupply. I have to get my sleeping bag sent to me. And I want to get a long sleeve shirt and my jacket. So I gotta see about getting all that sent to me tomorrow and have it sent down to the NOC. So that's what we're doing. There's water or something coming off this big rock face. Sounds nice. All I've had to eat today is a Slim Jim. The one that has the meat, the beef and the cheese. I'm ready to, I should eat like before, but there's not a spot. We're on like a little ridge line. Oh well. Anyways, this is it. Yay, finished the day with a pretty view. Happy Friday. And my face is so puffy. But today is the last day of week 3, day 21. And I'm getting a very late start to camp, out of camp. It's 9:30 in the morning. I had to wait for people to wake up in order to talk about my resupply box. I'm supposed to have sent to the NOC. That should already be there, but whatever. I might have to wait around in Bryson City. But, man, this head cold it keeps going and going and going. Won't clear up. Camped out with a couple that were doing a little section. They hadn't been out before, and they were funny. But anyways, I climb up Albert Mountain today. It's a little misty rainy. So that should be fun. This is almost up Albert Mountain. That's a way to warm up, I'll tell you that. So far I've done it with my trekking poles. I've had to pull up a little bit. I had to pull up on that big rock over there on the left. I had to use those trees right there to pull myself up. One arm pull in order to make it up on that ledge, because I didn't want to come this way, because that was actually a little bit, it doesn't look it, but that's a whole lot of a bigger step than coming around there and come that way. Now we have all these, looks like 10 million steps. Sun's come out. I'm glad I waited. I'm going to have a view, I believe, and I'm going to try not to cry. I made it. 100 miles. There's the... Look. It's a beautiful view. Big nothing. I'm telling you what, this head cold's got to get. That's a rattlesnake in the middle of the trail. He was laying out looked like a log, and I got up to that where that wooden thing is right in front of him, and he flared up and he goes, and then started rattling. And I screamed like a little girl. But I don't know how long he's going to be sitting here. I'm trying to see maybe if I can find sorry. Trying to see if I can find a way maybe through here, but then what if there's another one? What if there's babies? I thought maybe going down. I can't get close enough. I hear ya. Here's Rattle. I hear you. I'm trying to find a way. So I'm going to try to go up this embankment, go around, and hope that I don't get bit by a rattlesnake on the way, on the due. Alright, wish me luck. I made it. I cut around through all that and, you know, hope for the best, and I came around down through right here. But yeah, he's still laying there. He's watching me. I'm gonna try to... I don't have any paper. I don't want to leave paper out here. God damn, he's a fat one, man. He would have hurt. You gotta be careful out here. Well, I've had all 3 of my fears addressed on the trail in these 3 weeks. Today is the last day of week 3. I mean, it would have been fitting to see a rattlesnake because I haven't saw one. And that was just right in the middle of the trail. Man. I feel bad that I screamed. I go, ah! Because he lifted up and like lunged a little bit and then started that rattle. That rattle short told me, stay back. But he wasn't going to go anywhere. He was staying put. I wrote on the trail, like, snake. You can't even really tell. Like, it looks like snack. There's a snack up there. Man, that was scary. So, homeless /weirdos, bears, and rattlesnakes. I got all 3 of my fears out of the way on here. That'll wake you up. Still hasn't cleared my head. But, anyways, there was a snake. He's a rattlesnake. He's a snake. I just wish my head was feeling better. I could do so much more if my head felt better. And it's like, you know, when it like has all that pressure behind it. All right, there's adventure number 8,042 so far in the first 3 weeks. We'll see what else can happen today. I'm going to use this as a sign as this is where I'm supposed to be tonight. I was just going to come to this shelter to take a break, you know, take my pack off and eat something, get some water. But it started pouring like maybe like 0.2 to the shelter, maybe 0.3. Seemed like I was in it for a bit. Ever since I saw that rattlesnake, like, leaves that are flying out of the air, like, startle me. I'm like, well, I gotta get water at some point. It really sucks. It really, really sucks. It rains on the AT every day. Oh well. This is my life right now.